I'm Ibrahim Sirkeci. I'm a professor of Transnational Studies and Marketing at Regents University London. I have practically two tracks of research, scholarly activity I follow. One is migration, human mobility in general. The other track is marketing or transnational marketing, transnational consumers. My family, grandparents moved from northern Greece to Turkey after the First War. It was always kind of like an interesting subject to look into and something I have been, hearing within the family. In early years of my career, I focused on the Kurdish migration from Turkey. I wanted to, at least go into the roots and understand what is causing it and how it is evolving in terms of human mobility. That's interesting because, with a colleague of mine, we have been working on an article looking at desire for independence and need for safety as key drivers of migration. Nobody moves unless they feel the urge, they feel the push to move. So this could come in any domain of life. It could be your gender, your choices of politics, your choice of culture, and same goes for economic aspects. We have this unnecessary and unhelpful distinction in the literature and discourses about economic migrants and political migrants. About 1/3 of international migration in the world is happening in the global south. There are more migrants moving between Rwanda and Tanzania, than those coming to Belgium. And people seek independence and people seek safety in many respects, motivated by same desire for independence. Human insecurity prior to COVID it didn't change. What changed is the ways to overcome that human insecurity now is becoming more and more costly. We have seen an increasing, strengthening anti-immigration discourse. In last, 3 months, we have seen an enormous increase in number of people crossing the channel by boats. Remittances are, going to continue as long as we have people separated by borders. We published a book in 2012. We looked at what happens to remittances during the financial crisis. During the crisis, remittances remained high. They didn't decline. And the reason for that is simply because during the crisis, people need more support. Despite unemployment and decrease in incomes in immigration countries, we have seen the levels remained high in remittances. We know only about 3.5% of the world are immigrants, and only about 3 per 1,000 or less are refugees. But when you look at the discourses and politics and media and everywhere, you would think, migration is everywhere. It is the majority of everything happening to us. But it's not. So when you go even deeper, you see there's a lot of talk about misery. They are escaping the war in Syria. They are poor. They are deprived. They are dead. It's no, really no. Because most migrants, if you want real stories, most migrants are normal people. They just relocate to another place. It is a geographical coincidence, It is nothing to do with misery, nothing to do with deprivation or so. They face a lot of difficulties. They leave a lot of difficulties behind. But many migrants are people like you and me. We wake up every day, we go to work, we do our job, we come home, play with our kids, read our books, watch our telly, watch our football. I'm an Arsenal fan, so that is what migrants are about,